Today, we're going to talk about the NFT game that Dr. Disrespect is releasing. Everyone thinks it's awesome when a game creator releases a game in an accessible format. It's been done countless times over many years, from daily public builds to routinely updated early access editions. So what really sets this one apart from the bunch? First off, the project. What distinguishes Dr. Herschelbeam IV Disrespect's new first-person shooter Battle Royale-style extraction shooter from his Midnight Society company? Well, you'll be surprised to know that in order to actually play it, you'll need to buy an NFT of all things. The objective of Midnight Society, currently known as Project Moon, is to develop the next AAA competitive PvPvE first-person shooter, which they promise to achieve through being an open and transparent company. How do they plan on executing this transparency? For now, it's through making available what they're dubbing snapshots. These are essentially vertical slice builds of a game, which are more frequently produced by developers during pre-alpha in an effort to obtain a publishing deal or to showcase at conferences like E3. Such previews of a game's features give a close insight into the developer's goals, but in this case, it appears that they will be utilized to allow those that are helping fund the project to provide comments and vote for elements that they would ideally want to see added or eliminated. These financial backers of the project are officially being referred to as Founders Action Pass holders. The exact process they're going to be taking part in is sometimes known as playtesting, a task that developers or publishers pay people to complete, usually with not-so-great results. Next up, the team. With Robert Bowling, a founding member of Infinity Ward and executive producer of Catgirl Without Salad, Amuse-Bouche, the money man himself, Sumit Gupta, and Beam himself, a former community manager at Call of Duty studio Sledgehammer Games, there's plenty to say about the team. In fact, Midnight Society describes itself as a group of ambitious game industry veterans, which we wholeheartedly believe they are. It also has Quinn Del Hoyo, who is the main game designer for the sandbox game Halo Infinite and who previously had the honor of designing levels for Duke Nukem Forever. Quinn has also worked on multiplayer for previous installments in the Halo games franchise and did similar work in Gears of War 3. The company has already assembled a second team of 12 non-development employees, some of whom have the word crypto printed at several places across their resumes, so they're definitely going to help the project progress. In addition to this, the company also has a separate third team of 10 experienced engineers that are already hard at work on things. If we were to look at this from a broader lens, it's pretty easy to see that compared to other studios that try to put together games like this, Dr. Disrespect's venture is operating on a smaller scale. This new Battle Royale-style extraction shooter will be taking influence from many of the same genres of games through which the Doctor originally found success on streaming services like PUBG. But since they want to give folks who've invested in the project a playable copy every 6 weeks, it'll be quite easy to judge how they're doing. Coming up next, the project is going the extra mile. According to the most recent blog post from Midnight Society, their high-level gameplay aims are to capture the essence of arena shooter-level design with the scale and scope of Battle Royale player counts and stable gameplay mechanics across different server connections. The production company had previously made an effort to attract notice a few weeks prior by purchasing an expensive Times Square billboard. On it, we only got the studio's name and a July 29th announcement tease. This appears to be the inaugural Founders event, where individuals who invested before the game was released will have the opportunity to gather in Los Angeles to see the very first build of the game. 10,000 NFTs, which stand for these Founder Active Passes, were sold by Beam and Company in March for $50 apiece, which wasn't all that significant. The 400,000 applications Midnight Society claims to have received just goes to show that selling more passes are an expected source of income. The salaries of the existing team members can't be paid with $500,000 gathered from that first round alone. It's important to note that no mention of further crypto talk appears in any of the hazy descriptions of what Project Moon will truly be. We aren't sure if this is actually clever marketing to dodge the enormous amount of negativity the topic justifiably creates. However, considering the hiring of crypto experts, it wouldn't be surprising to start hearing about some Web3 content in the future coming our way. We'll get a fascinating perspective on the project as it progresses, of course, given the pledges of transparency and the fact that backers are permitted to make public video content from the 6 weekly builds. We appreciate individuals who made the curious decision to pay for a typically compensated development role and allow us a sneak peek into the game. Next, in other news, the Fortnite token hoax in crypto gaming. The newly announced Fortnite token, which is a recently introduced cryptocurrency in the decentralized finance space, is apparently just another hoax, according to Epic Games CEO Tim Sweeney, who also said that the organization is considering legal action to shut the currency down. According to Sweeney, the token is trying to leverage the video game's brand loyalty and fan base so that the creators of the crypto can make a quick buck. Fortnite token's developers disagree with this idea, however, calling it a fan-created initiative which has no clear owner or organizational structure behind it. Of course, just calling it a fan-made creation doesn't take away the overarching legal ramifications of creating a coin like this. This is particularly concerning because many people foolishly gamble away their savings in attempts to get rich quickly and gravitate towards the next best thing. When Fortnite token initially surfaced at the end of 2021, it was clear that Epic Games was attempting to link it to their wildly popular Battle Royale to make sure people knew exactly what the token was trying to be. An invitation to start minting NFT creations on the NF Token site and sell on OpenSea allegedly attracted the attention of Epic Games' Tim Sweeney, who responded by simply saying that the new token is nothing short of a complete scam. These statements came despite the fact that Fortnite token just had a large noticeable F to identify it. Next up, the market's a mess. Since sales of non-fungible tokens hit an all-time 12-month low back in the month of June, the cause of this can be very easily traced back to the Bitcoin crash with little effort. Even though a unique digital item such as this can be easily copied and sold in the market, NFTs grant sole ownership of the asset to the buyer, and the blockchain is a decentralized digital ledger that serves as a record of ownership. Of course, there are those that choose to simply screenshot NFTs and claim ownership too. Frankly speaking, it's difficult to argue otherwise. According to the crypto research company Chainalysis, NFT sales in June were only just over $1 billion, £830 million, which was their worst performance since the same month in the previous year when sales were soaring. In January, sales had even peaked at a whopping $12.6 billion. Ethan McMahon, a Chainalysis economist, said that the fall was definitely related to the general downturn in the cryptocurrency markets that are closely linked to the NFT market performance. He claimed that times like these always lead to consolidation within the impacted markets, and for NFTs, we will probably see a slowdown in terms of the collections and types of NFTs that have become well known. Lastly, Microsoft backs away from NFTs and investors suffer. Phil Spencer didn't promote a single NFT at the Xbox showcase last weekend. Every show and announcement during this year's not E3 seemed to have pretty much the same strange disjointed theme, which was that nobody had anything to say about Web3 and the decentralized finance space, with the exception of Stormgate's developers, who specifically stated no NFTs. Nobody, not even Hideo Kojima, a veteran within the game development industry, discussed this. Instead, Kojima chose to speak about Microsoft's innovative cloud servers and how he found them particularly cool. NFT and cryptocurrency investors have been making sweeping statements about how these technologies are the future of games and the internet as a whole for the better part of a year now. Of course, many of these bold claims have very little to do with a motivation to transform the gaming industry and almost everything to do with money. These same investors have claimed that they'll alter game development by enabling smooth item movement between virtual worlds. In case you didn't catch that, it means that they'll allow you to do things like buy a skin in a game like Fortnite and wear that same skin on your character or gun in another game like Call of Duty. Cool, right? More like impossible. The claims are bordering on lunacy at this point. That's a wrap for this video. What are your predictions for Dr. Disrespect's NFT game? Will it be a hit or a miss? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.